Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas Day 18. It is the 17th of December and it's Advent Calendar time. So let's start with our tea Advent Calendar. See if we can get the right day this time. Okay, 17. Double check the date. Yep, 17. Okay, a super refreshing blend of green tea, peppermint and lime. So this is Mahiti. I have had this before. It's not my favourite. I'm not a huge fan of mint tea. I don't mind making tea with mint that is fresh from the garden when I actually manage to grow it, which is, I'm not the most green-thumbed of people. I mean, it's fine. It's, for me, works better as a cold brew than a hot tea. Yeah, it's one of their classic teas. And I know a lot of people really like it. It's just not personally to my taste for most of the time. But yeah, I will have it as a cold brew. So I might save that for when I feel like doing a cold brew. Moving on to the Crafty Kit Company Advent Calendar. It's an odd day, so it's a blue one. I can see maybe you can't see that. I've rearranged it so that the ones that have been opened are on this side, which should make it easier to find stuff. So, 17. It's a little slimmer than some of the other blue ones, but it is one of their what they're calling full-size kits, so larger kits. Ready for the rest of them? Okay. Don't want to tear that sticker. Yeah, because the instructions aren't in the packages with the floof, trying to keep the stickers that have the dates on them whole, so that when I go back through to make them up, that I can see which one's which. Okay. Okay, so we have white, we have red, and we have a little bit of black. So thoughts on what this might be? Any ideas? Let's get the booklet and have a look. Okay, so there's the penguin, there's the robin, mince pie, snowman, lantern, Brussels sprout, apple, owl, mini Christmas pudding. Okay, so we're up to yesterday. Okay, and this is another one that doesn't have a full page picture. Interesting. So this is a post box with a bit of snow dusting on it. So we've got black around the bottom, black details around. This is where you can see when the delivery times are, well, the collection times are from your local box. And yeah, dusting of snow on the top. So yeah, British post box. They think it's going to take 2 hours. We will see. And we have 8 sleeps till Christmas, according to my booklet. I did actually manage to finish the Christmas shopping yesterday, so yeah. As I mentioned, I tend to get stuff sent directly to people, apart from my dad and his wife, because they are just down the road, so I can always arrange doing a Santa swap. Sometimes we're at Dad's for Christmas dinner, sometimes we're not. It sort of depends on what other plans people have got, and if my stepmom's working or not, because she sometimes works Christmas Day. So this year we are at home by ourselves, which is fine. My mother's in Malta for Christmas, which would be lovely. I don't think she's been back there since they came back to the UK after my sister was born. Ooh, it's a long time. But, my sister is older than I am, by a couple of years, not by much. But yeah, she was born in Malta. My sister's been back, went back on her honeymoon 25 years ago, nearly. I've never been. I was born in the UK, as was my brother. So yeah, so we're here. We've ordered the Christmas food. That should be arriving Friday, I want to say. Yeah, Friday. I had to book the slot ages ago, so I made sure it was after I finished work, but obviously before the day itself. So yes, everything's organised. Present for my dad and his wife should be here later on today, so we'll be able to get that wrapped. And we're not exchanging gifts between ourselves this year. We do this sometimes if we've had a big spendy year where we've bought lots of stuff when we've needed it, when we've wanted it. We don't do Christmas gifts between ourselves, or if we've got big expenditures coming up for things that we're going to enjoy, then we don't do Christmas Day gifts ourselves. We essentially class the big things that we've bought and spent on as the Christmas gift. We just don't get them on Christmas Day. So this year it's essentially the wedding and the honeymoon. Yeah, so that's all good. I've got a few chores to do, and I've got the rest of the sleeves to knit on that cardigan. I might get to doing the dungarees, but I think that's probably going to be Wednesday. Part of it is I need to do some hammering to get the buttons in. I was like, I don't enjoy doing that. I've got a better setup, a better kit this time round for doing it, so it might be easier. But I think I'm going to find my awl. So it's probably going to be Wednesday before I do that. Plus it means I'm not hammering on a Sunday. So, not that that matters, but you know what I mean. It's nice to not do some stuff on Sundays. So yeah, may or may not get to the dungarees. Probably knit some more on the sleeve. Might make some buttons today actually. And I could wait till the cardigan is blocking to do that, because I won't sew the buttons on until after it's blocked. But now that we've got the heated air out, things dry so quickly. I don't have as much time when it's blocking as I would have done otherwise. So yes, I think that might be the plan, is make some buttons and put some more length on the sleeve. I haven't tried it on yet, so I'll do that, check the fit for the sleeve. Yeah, if I can get most of the first sleeve done today, if not all of it, probably not all of it, that might be a bit unrealistic. If I get most of the sleeve done today, then I should have, once you factor in working hours, should have the second sleeve done by the end of Wednesday, which means I can block it Thursday, steek it either Thursday or Friday, and tidy up the cut edges, put the buttons on Friday. Then it's there, nice and ready in time for Christmas itself. So I mean, obviously I'm not going to be wearing it for the last couple of days of work, but that's fine. I have other Christmas jumpers. I have this one that's, as I say, not the best fit, but it works, and if I'm wearing it over a dress it won't be a problem. And I have some commercial Christmas jumpers as well, so I have Christmas things that I can wear to work for the last couple of days. Not that it's a requirement, but might be nice. Okay, so let's get some chores done and then get some knitting and button making done. I should probably knit on the socks as well at some point. There's only so many hours in the day though. It'd be nice to get them off the needles by Friday, Saturday, so that Christmas Eve I can cast on the new Christmas colourway, the Nutcracker from West Yorkshire Spinners, for my Christmas Eve cast on. Although that being said, I do have another pair of needles, because the socks that I'm using, that I'm knitting at the moment, I'm using a smaller needle size than I normally do because of what was called for in the pattern and the number of stitches and the gauge that the pattern is calling for. So we'll see if they fit once they come off the needles, but it's been a good exercise in learning a technique. So I could swap to my normal sock needles, which is 1/4 millimetre larger, to cast on my Christmas Eve socks. Then I can cast them on before I finish the ones that are on the needles, which is, yeah, fine. that's fine. I can have 2 pairs of socks on the go at once. That won't mean that I'll be still knitting Christmas socks at Easter. We'll see. Okay, right. Chores and knitting and buttons. Let's get to it. Okay, so I've had a little play with a couple of ideas for buttons for this cardigan. So first of all, I had a go at this Yarrell style, which is fine, but it's a little bit on the simple side. The back's quite pretty though. So yeah, so I like it. It's fine. It's just not got enough sort of, you know what I mean. So I had a little think and I had another go. So with this one, it's still in the Yarrell vein, but I've sort of blended it with cartwheel features. You do see buttons like this around. I've not like reinvented the wheel or anything. I think this is a little bit more in keeping with the cardigan. So I need to make 7 more of these. They're going to take a while. Probably looking at around 40-45 minutes per button. So I'm probably not going to get them all done today because I do want to do some knitting today as well. But we'll make a couple more and then we'll work on that sleeve. So button bands are on. Obviously the stick is still not cut, so they're not sort of sitting how they will. They'll be something like that. And this is how far down first sleeve I am. So there's a bit of give in the fit there. So I think I've got the decreases about right. So yeah, it's not tight at all. It's still going to give a fitted look, but not as tight as they sometimes can be. Yeah, I've got room for layers under there. So yeah, ready for the next colour on the sleeve. Take you down to about there. Then the final colour and the cuffing. So I've got this colour and this colour to do. And I've seen some examples of this where people have knit it and put the tree pattern on the cuff, whereas the pattern just has you doing the lice stitches the whole way down the sleeve. So I'm pondering putting in maybe 1 repeat of the tree on the outside of the cuff, maybe. Or even all the way around, what some people have done, just to tie it in a little bit. I don't think it's necessary, but could be a nice little touch. And as you can see, it is starting to get a little bit dark outside, so I don't know how much longer the light is going to last for filming. But yeah, I'm going to carry on with this sleeve and maybe get a couple more buttons made. We'll see. And I will see you tomorrow. But until then, happy crafting and bye-bye for now.